We all know about cancer and common cancers. So, endometrial cancer, skin cancer, liver cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer.
Yeah.
These 5 cancers, people who drink coffee have a lower cancer mortality from these. So, 5 cancers: cirrhosis of the liver, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's dementia, the early stage of Alzheimer's called cognitive decline,
Okay.
low risk in coffee drinkers, low risk of type 2 diabetes. Here both decaf and regular coffee work. And if you drink 4 to 6 cups, there's a 40 to 54% reduction in developing type 2 diabetes. And if one already has type 2 diabetes and they drink 2 cups, regular or decaf, there's a 30% reduction in cardiovascular mortality.
Beyond wine, we really care about health. The health of the planet and the health of each other. That's what inspired us to start this business. Our family of team members meets every morning for a group meditation, followed by an open gratitude session. We believe a sound mind with a focus on peace is the best instrument for change. Joint meditation is the cornerstone of our company culture, and it helps us remember what's important, spreading joy and love, just like our family growers. Our family is a collection of passionate, health-conscious individuals who love to laugh and enjoy each other's company. We eat seasonally, grow our own vegetables, cook together, and share wine. Our team is incredibly dedicated to our mission. Everything from sourcing the wines to answering service questions. Your natural wines are found and sourced around the world by our wine team. They taste every one, oversee their lab testing, and choose exactly which ones go in which box. If you order, your individual box will be packed by our incredibly hardworking fulfillment team. If you have any questions, your service requests will be handled by a wonderfully loving member experience family who only have one goal in mind: your 100% happiness. This video is put together by our talented media team, filmed and edited in-house, just like the rest of our artful media. From our unique creations to our printed lifestyle piece called A Matter of Taste. We put love into everything we do, and we hope to share it with you.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Hey, you're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. I'm your host, Dr. Aaron Ernst, and I love that today, of all days, we get to spend this hour teaching you, guiding you, coaching you back to health. In fact, this is a series that we're hosting on weight loss. Hey, look, it's midsummer. A lot of us are going, I want to get back to being thin again. I want to get back to having my health, my vibrance, my life, my energy. And Dr. Ernst, can you help me get that 5 or 7 or 10, even 20 plus pounds off? The answer to that is yes. And the topic of the hour today is the mistakes that you're making that are sabotaging your weight loss. These are most common misheld myths, okay? You think this is what you're supposed to do, but in fact, it's going to make you store fat instead of burning fat. And so this is your health hour. We're going to talk all about how to lose weight, feel great, get your energy back. And I promise you one thing, if you implement the tips and techniques that I have within my newest ebook called Turn On Your Fat Burning Switch, you're going to get tremendous results. Hey, last week we set an Ask Dr. Ernst record. Over 150 people texted in within the hour and said, give me the ebook. So I'd like to put a challenge out to anybody listening to my voice today. Let's break the record again. Let's get up into the 200 to 300 people range. Today, guys, we can conquer weight loss, and you can do it the right way. Step number 1, you have to recognize your body has a fat burning switch. And if it is turned off, you're going to store fat instead of burn fat. If you want to turn that switch on, we're going to not implement these mistakes that we're talking about today. And we're going to make sure that you download this ebook. Okay, it's completely free. All you have to do is text the word or the phrase weight loss to 704-906-2094. Inside this ebook, ready for this? A 4-week guide, meal plans, shopping list, recipes, everything you need week to week for the next 4 weeks so that you can turn on your fat burning switch. There's over 80 different recipes that encourage fat burning states. And again, I've done all the work for you. Listen, when I say all the work, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks already laid out every day for 4 weeks. And you have your shopping lists each week, which will show you what to get when you're out shopping in the grocery store so you can make the recipes. And we've included all the recipes for you, everything you need. So how do we get this? Text the phrase weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. We're going to send it straight to you. And hey, as a bonus, in a couple weeks on the 19th of August, I am hosting a online event. I'm going to call it my 30 pounds in 30 days event. I'm going to show you how to go deep into your health, not just making you lose weight, but watch this, right? Getting your body back on track with healing by itself, engaging the fat burning, going deeper, removing inflammation so that your weight loss is a side effect to you getting healthier. We're going to talk about the top things you can do to identify the root cause of not just where your weight loss is being plateaued, but possibly why you may have things like high blood pressure, cholesterol, elevated blood sugars, chronic diabetes, etc. If you solve your health issues, your weight becomes a thing of the past. And it's because they're indirectly related. The heavier you are, the worse off you are with your health. Something's missing, either a deficiency or a toxicity. If we fix your health, your weight will start to fly off as a side effect because, as you're going to learn in the ebook you're downloading today, weight loss is more about hormones. Weight loss is more about toxins. Weight loss is more about the health of your digestive system and your nervous system than it simply is the amount of time you spend at the gym or the kind of foods you eat. I know that might sound strange, but look, I know vegans who struggle with weight loss, and yet I know people who eat diets that you would say, that doesn't look right, will burn fat like crazy. So if it's not the foods we eat, what is it? And it's, again, you've got to switch genetically inside of your body, turn on the fat burning switch, and it will start to fly off. And again, you can grab your ebook today, all during the show. Text the phrase weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. Okay, so the topic of today, what are the mistakes that we're making that are sabotaging our weight loss? Okay, these are things that you probably think, hey, I thought that was supposed to help me lose weight. But if you do these things, you're going to sabotage your weight loss. And these are the most common mistakes people make when coming up with their own weight loss routine. And here's the thing, guys. Science is extremely clear. Weight loss isn't what the goal should be, all right? Your fat, the fat you have inside of you, produces inflammatory molecules that we know leads to disease. So chronic diseases, even things like how old you are, how old you feel, the amount of inflammation you have, your allergies, your potential asthma, your arthritis, your autoimmunity, even things like your diabetes or your high blood pressure or your cholesterol. All of this has to do with, are you burning fat for energy or not? Because if you're not burning fat for energy, the fat that hangs around, it has been shown, they themselves, the cells, produce inflammatory molecules, chemicals or cytokines. Think of them as messengers that tell your body, hey, be inflamed. So the more fat you have, the more inflammation you have, and the sicker we get. Thus why I talked before, if your health is going down, if you're diagnostic, if you're taking medications, etc., your weight tends to come up. So if we try to burn the fat off, but we don't fix our health, the fat's just going to come right back because your body hasn't made that switch yet. You might think that burning fat and managing your health or your weight is simply just, again, I need to eat less and I need to work out more. This is by far one of the most common mistakes. I want to make sure you hear this loud and clear. Weight loss is not an equation. It's not how many calories do I burn, so therefore if I eat less than this and I burn more than I eat, I'm going to lose weight. And we're going to talk about calories and the whole myth behind calories and why calories aren't even what you should be counting in the first place. But just understand this logic. The research is evident. You cannot equate yourself out of weight loss. Okay, you can't lose weight just by simply saying, I'm going to eat less and work out more, because the new research is showing you actually turn off your fat burning switch because your body goes into a state of metabolic survival. It'll actually say, whoa, store fat, don't burn fat, because this person is violating the rules of engagement for burning fat in the body. Okay, so let's take a different look at the reasons and the habits that people commonly make. Let's go into the research and look at what we need to do rather than just counting calories and working out. Okay, so I want to start with diet because this is what almost everybody goes to. Like, if I could just eat healthier, I'm going to lose weight. And when we go into diet, what most people do is they start saying, well, I'm going to start counting my calories. Okay, so how many of you have done this, right? If I can figure out how many calories I should eat per day and reduce that, then therefore I will just naturally lose weight. The challenge with counting calories is that, number one, all a calorie is the amount of energy that is required to raise a gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. So if you look at, say, like something that's a high calorie food, for example, supposedly, it means that when it's burned, it gives off a lot of energy and heat such that it could raise the temperature of water by quite a bit. Okay, the challenge with this is calories themselves don't define the quality of the food. I'll give you an example. I could have 100 calories of carrots, or I could have 100 calories of cookies. Okay, and you might say, well, if you only eat 100 calories of carrots, you're good. If you eat 100 calories of cookies, you're good because I'm calorie counting, right? You see it? As long as I stay under a certain calorie lot. The challenge, of course, is I think you would understand with me, the quality of the food between cookies at 100 grams and carrots at 100 grams of calories, right? You have healthy nutrients, vitamins, minerals, you have fiber, you have all these things in the carrots that you're missing in the cookies. And the challenge also today is so many foods are labeled by their calorie amount that you'll see low calorie foods and you'll think, hey, because it's low calorie, it must be healthy and I can do this. Research shows that when you reduce your caloric intake, your body initially does lose about 5 to 7 pounds, simply because you've changed the amount of food you're putting in. But then what happens is your body's going to plateau, and it becomes extremely difficult to get up to the 15 or 20 or 25 pound mark like many of you need, because your body shifts into a starvation and or storing state. If you go uber low calorie, and your body switches the fat burning switch off, what happens is you actually store fat because your body's going to say, I need to have my energy. I need to have something. You, my friend, have cut your calories down. I'm used to a certain amount of intake. I'm going to store energy as fat. And these empty calories also that come from junk foods and the processed foods, while they might be low in count, they're low in quality, and your body needs the quality. So we want to make healthy food switches again by going to focus on less about the caloric number, and now watch this, more about the physical amount in grams of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates that you eat. Okay, so we need to stop counting calories and we need to start counting grams. Like, how much food do we actually need to eat? And there's a simple equation to this. You simply need to figure out how much do you weigh, and by percentage, how much fat is there on your body. Now, today, a lot of digital scales can do this for you. You can hop on a scale at home and it'll spit out and say you're 24% fat, etc. So what you do simply is you take your body weight and you reduce by volume the amount of fat by percentage that you have. Okay, so if I weigh 150 pounds, let me do this for you. We're live, so I got to pull my calculator out, right? So 150 pounds, and if I am, say, at 25% body fat, that's 37 and a half pounds of fat on me. So if I take that number, 37.5, and I subtract it from how much I physically weigh, I weigh 150 pounds, I've got 25% body fat. So if I take all the fat off of me, the 37 and a half grams of fat, I technically weigh 112 pounds. Remove all the fat, how much do I weigh? Now, why is this so important? And I'm going to repeat this again because you need to hear it. Figure out how much by percentage you have of body fat and remove that percentage in pounds from your total weight. So again, if I weigh 150 pounds, and the scale says I'm 25% body fat, 25% of 150 is 37.5. I know it's Saturday. I know you have to do some math, but it's easy. It's a calculator, right? And it tells me I've had 112 pounds of fat-free me. This is called your lean muscle and body weight. Okay, so if you take all the fat off. Now, what this does is it sets the numbers that you should be eating. Okay, so if I weigh 112 pounds minus all my fat, that is how much fat in grams I should eat per day. So I need to be shooting for 112 grams of healthy fats per day. Now, to find my proteins, simply divide that in half. So I know that I need about 56 grams of protein at the minimum in order for me to be at the metrics I need for weight loss. Now, how much carbohydrates do I need? Take that number, your protein number, and divide it in half. So if it's 56 grams of protein that I need, I'm simply going to divide it in half. I need roughly about 28 grams of carbohydrates. So this helps me to develop what should I be eating by quantity, because then I can focus on the quality rather than just looking at the calories. Because again, I could eat 100 calories of junk food and still gain weight, or I could eat 100 calories of healthy food and actually lose weight. So we got to be careful on how we're counting calories. Hey, if you're looking for specifics, like an exact done-for-you guide, my Turn On Your Fat Burning Switch ebook is yours free. Guys, I've done all the work. I've built a meal plan specific, breakfast, lunch, dinner, even snacks and desserts over a 4-week window. Guys, you have every single meal laid out for you, and you have your shopping list, and it matches what we need to do to turn on our fat burning switch. You also have all the recipes for the foods that will nourish this process, and you can grab this ebook free right now by texting the phrase weight loss to 704-906-2094. Again, weight loss, your name and email. Why? We want to send you the ebook, and you're going to get free access to a masterclass I'm hosting on Saturday, August 19th. Yes, it's a couple weeks away. Yes, you're an early bird adopter. I want you to implement the 4-week protocols so that when you show up on this masterclass, you can text in your testimonial. I lost 15, I lost 20, I lost 30. Watch this. My blood pressure is better. My cholesterols have improved. My energy's up, because your body will heal when you do what it needs. Okay, so we have to stop counting calories. We have to break this idea that it's an equation of the amount of calories in versus the amount of calories out makes me lose weight. It is not a caloric journey, guys. The research shows that people who go super low calorie will plateau and pause their weight loss. They'll lose 5 or 7 or 10, but they never get the big ones, right? 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, number 2, we need to focus on the amount of food in grams rather than calories. So we gave you the definitions. You take your body weight, you hop on a digital scale. Most people have these that'll give you your percentage of body fat. You remove the poundage of fat from your total weight to get your lean body muscle mass weight. That sets the amount of fat you need to eat per day in grams. Take that number, divide it in half. Now you have your proteins per day in grams. Take that number, protein number, divide it in half. Now you have your carbohydrate intake. And if you follow that on a day-to-day basis, you turn your fat burning switch on. Okay, now, if you are listening to my voice, this one's going to come as a shock to you. Okay, biggest mistake that people make is going on a low-fat, low-calorie diet. We've already talked about the calorie issue and how it's technically not a proper calculation of what you need to do to lose weight. If you go low-fat and low-calorie, the research is evident. It increases inflammation within the body. Okay, this is your classic weight loss food products, right? These low nutrient dense processed carbohydrate foods are typically full of chemicals and additives and things that make them hit those metrics of low fat, low carb, and low calorie. Okay, I know this is going to come as a shock, but you don't need to go low fat to lose weight. In fact, you want to increase your healthy fats. Essential fats are needed for the hormones of weight loss. This is what we talk about in the Fat Burning Switch ebook. Hormones are more important than you starving yourself or hopping on the gym or going to the treadmills and doing all those kind of things, because hormones tell your cells to burn fat. Listen to this. Adiponectin, which is produced by your fat cells, will lower your blood sugar and burn fat. But it can't do it if you're going low calorie, low fat, because you create an inflammatory process that shuts off hormone communication. Ghrelin is a hormone that tells you when you should be hungry. So the stomach cells in the lining of the stomach will secrete this hormone and make you feel hungry. And the more ghrelin you have, the hungrier you are and the more you store fat. So we need to get the ghrelin levels to come down. Insulin, of course, is a hormone that stimulates blood sugar responses and the storage of fat. Okay, insulin doesn't just say burn sugar, it says store fat. So we need to get your insulin levels down. Leptin is a hormone, again, produced by the fat cells that says, hey, burn fat. So if your leptin levels are out of balance, if your insulin, ghrelin, adiponectin levels are out of balance, you can't burn fat. And what we see is people that go uber low fat and uber low calorie have wrecked their hormones because you create an inflammation process within your body. And if you are inflamed at a cellular level, the hormones do not communicate and they don't tell your body to burn fat properly. So we want to focus on good fats, right? Coconuts, avocados, extra virgin olive oil, grass-fed butter. Guys, these are the staples in the diet of people who lose weight easily. And we also want to focus on clean proteins, right? So fish, chicken, turkey, eggs, nuts, and seeds. These proteins require more energy to break down than low-caloric, low-fat foods. And again, remember, it's about an internal metabolic rev, okay? Not how much time you spend on the treadmill. It's how much time are you training your metabolism to burn what it needs. See, a lot of you have weak metabolisms but strong bodies because you're building muscle mass from working out. But if I gave you 100 grams of protein, you wouldn't be able to digest it, assimilate it, break it down into its individual components, and absorb it as well as someone whose metabolism is programmed and primed. Okay, another mistake that a lot of people make. We eat chemicals rather than food and nutrients. Okay, listen to this. Over 30% of American diets fall short on the classic nutrients we need to engage a fat-burning metabolism. Vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin A. Watch this. 80% of Americans are vitamin D deficient, and vitamin D turns on your fat-burning switch. Most people are deficient in the healthy omega fats that downregulate inflammation, improve cellular communication, and make your hormones tell you burn fat. Again, guys, I'm promising you, what you're doing is you're spending too much time at the treadmills and the gyms and the workouts. You're restricting your diets and your caloric intake, and you're not addressing the hormones of weight loss, adiponectin, ghrelin, insulin, leptin, and cortisol. If we focus on a dietary pattern that's now geared towards total quantity and the quality of your foods, you will innately repair your cell membranes, and then the hormones start to work. Hey, look, if you engage adiponectin, you burn fat and you lower your blood sugars. If you engage ghrelin properly, your hunger pains go away and you start burning fat for energy. If you get your insulin levels regulated, you no longer store fat. It's a fact. And if you get leptin working, you burn fat. So take a moment right now as we have a commercial lurking upon us. Download my Turning on your fat burning e-switch book. Okay, ebook. How to turn on your fat burning switch ebook. Okay, you can get this book right now. It's free. It has everything you need. A 4-week meal plan guide, a 4-week recipe guide, tons of recipes, over 80 recipes that are geared towards engaging these hormones so you can stop counting calories and watch this. You can start counting the pounds coming off. Okay, text the word weight loss or the phrase weight loss with your name and your email to 704-906-2094. That's 704-906-2094. The ebook is yours for free, and you'll get instant access as a pre-registered guest to my live event, 30 Pounds in 30 Days, which is going to be on Saturday, August 19th. I'm going to teach you what you do at home to burn fat fast, but watch this, get your health back, right? Diabetes gone, insulin resistance gone, cholesterol issues, blood pressure, thyroid, okay? You can solve this when you become your own doctor and you let your body heal by itself. Text the phrase weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. Hey, it's the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. Don't go away. We will be right back.
What if we told you coffee was good for you?
Coffee is the single highest source of antioxidants in the Western diet. More antioxidants than kale, more antioxidants than 70% dark chocolate, and more antioxidants than blueberries.
In fact, what if we told you that coffee is really good for you?
Research shows that 3 to 5 cups of coffee per day dramatically enhances performance in high-intensity exercise, improves memory, reaction times, and overall cognitive function, decreases risk of depression, promotes weight loss by boosting metabolic rates, reduces risk of type 2 diabetes up to 40%, decreases risk of liver cancer up to 71%, reduces risk of Parkinson's up to 30%, and decreases risk of Alzheimer's up to 65%. Overall, coffee drinkers live longer. People who drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee per day have about a 15% lower risk of premature mortality compared to people who don't drink coffee.
And what if we told you that the health benefits of coffee could actually be increased through conscious roasting, sourcing, and processing? Introducing Purity, a health-conscious coffee company. At Purity, we've brought together a world-class team to analyze every step in the production chain from cherry to cup. We make decisions with only one thing in mind: how can we make the healthiest coffee in the world? Here's our 3-step process. Step 1, we search the world for the highest quality organic green beans that meet our exacting standards. Way less than 1% of coffee worldwide fit our sourcing criteria. Step 2, we test, and test again to create a specific roasting protocol for each harvest that maximizes healthy compounds and minimizes toxins. Step 3, we nitrogen pack our coffee within 48 hours of roasting and deliver to your door every 2 weeks to ensure maximum freshness. The result is the ultimate coffee drinking experience. You'll not only taste the difference in our clean, healthy coffee, with Purity, you'll feel the difference.
Our coffee club members report a bright, alert lift with less jitters than regular coffee and much more gentle on the stomach.
Sign up for Purity today, and you'll never have to worry about your source for healthy coffee again.
Hi, my name is Gary Greenfield with Greenfield Water Solutions, and I want to introduce you to our newest product, the MR500. It's a whole house structured water filter system. It's set up in an all stainless steel multi-round filter housing. It features inlet and outlet for the water, a bleeder valve for when you're changing out the filters to reduce pressure, and to remove the top for access to the filters. You simply open up the clamp, remove the top, and this plate here holds all the filters in place. Simple to remove. It comes out, and you can see what we have on the inside here. It's 5 Aquamedics filters and a vortexing tube and a harmonizer. That's the whole system. This is designed to filter 5 gallons per minute, and all of the contaminants that it does remove are listed on the website, which is a very broad array of contaminants. These are the highest rated filters that I know of on the market that are filter cartridges. They can be changed out yearly. And of course, the process is very simple. You won't have to hire a plumber to do a change out. And the filters are available from Greenfield Water Solutions. And if you want to know more about this, you can read about it on the product page or give us a call. Thanks for watching. That's it for now from Greenfield Water Solutions.
To bring you the best natural wine the world has to offer, we've designed a fully curated membership program. Every selection you receive is different and unique. Every wine is picked by our wine team, lab tested for purity, and curated into a special box for your enjoyment. So how does the membership work? We offer two main options: a half case of 6 bottles or a full case of 12. You can request all reds, all whites, or a perfect split of both. Then you can set the frequency, monthly or every other month. We offer a similar simple membership for rosé and sparkling wines. After you choose these basic options, we'll do the rest. With every box we send you, we aim to present the greatest diversity of flavors, textures, and profiles. There's a healthy mix of the classics, but also rare varietals. We do this because natural wines taste different from their commercial counterparts. We want to share the best possible experience with you, so you can discover new wines you love. And you can always reorder a wine that took your heart, or ask us to avoid certain profiles. The best part is, you don't need any wine knowledge to fully enjoy these boxes. We curate our selections to be enjoyed without worry. Ultimately, this is Dry Farm Wines. We are so grateful to be able to share the power of natural wines with you.
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celliant Sleep Recovery. Our Celliant Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celliant technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celliant infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celliant. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that prove the many positive effects Celliant has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celliant Sleep Recovery products today. Celliant. Recycle your body's energy.
Happy Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. My name is Dr. Aaron Ernst. I'm the host of this show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, and where you can be set free from your health problems. We're having a lively conversation today about the mistakes people make when losing weight or following some sort of weight loss regimen. These mistakes will sabotage the ability for you to lose weight. You might do 5 or 7 pounds by restricting your calories, by changing the foods you eat, by following common logic of a calories in minus calories out. If I can make the calories out more than the calories in, I'm going to lose weight. Not so much. How about this one, right? If I could just spend more time at the gym working out and put more energy in, I'm going to lose weight. Okay, I don't know about you, but listen to this. Okay, you're supposed to go to the gym to build muscle, which means you would put weight on. Now, there are some research studies showing, and listen to this, you guys have to hear this, that if you do the wrong kinds of workouts, you're going to make yourself store fat instead of burning fat. low intensity, long duration exercise. For example, spending 60 minutes on an elliptical, thinking that by sweating yourself off, right, and being on there for a long duration, that all those calories you burn, right? See how like crazy this is? Even the equipment will count how many calories you burn. That if you can make that calorie count go up, that you're burning fat. Guys, the research shows that you actually never turn on your fat burning switch when you're doing low intensity, long duration exercise, ellipticals, treadmills, running for 5, 6, 7, 8 miles. In fact, that type of exercise causes cortisol levels to go up, causes adiponectin hormone levels to go down. Adiponectin is your fat burning hormone, and cortisol is your fat storage hormone. So if you elevate your cortisol, you start gaining weight. In fact, it puts stress on your body and makes you physically not burn fat. So the ellipticals, the treadmills, going to the gym, doing your classic low intensity, long duration workouts. What does the research show? Ready for this? You need to engage human growth hormone. To do this, it's short duration, high intensity styles of workouts. So if you're going to be on an elliptical, ready? What you do is you set the timer for like 60 seconds, and man, you make that elliptical move as fast as you can for 60 seconds, and then you actually kind of rest. Maybe you go at a very low pace for 60 seconds, and then you do it again, 60 seconds on, then 60 seconds rest, then 60 seconds on, then 60 seconds rest. And you try to do that for an hour. Most people tap out after 10 to 15 minutes, and the research shows human growth hormone goes up, adiponectin levels go up, cortisol levels go down, and what are you doing? You're turning on your fat burning switch. So if you'd like some information, if you're just tuning in or joining us for the second half of our show, Turn On Your Fat Burning Switch is one of my newest ebooks. It is yours for free today. Text the phrase weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. Hey, inside this ebook, 4-week meal plans laid out, breakfast, lunch, dinner, even some snacks and desserts, plus your shopping lists every week for 4 weeks. Guys, I've done all the work for you. It even has all the recipes that you need to make these fat-burning food items that will turn on your fat-burning switch. Okay, we talked at the top of the hour. If you're counting calories, you're counting the wrong thing. Calories, by definition, is just the amount of heat it takes to raise 1 gram of water 1 degree Celsius. The challenge here is I can have 100 calories of carrots, or I can have 100 calories of cookies if I keep myself in my caloric intake eating the bad foods, right? The processed foods, though my caloric count might be good according to your guides. It's a low quality, lack of nutrient density style of food products. And unfortunately today, a lot of the foods that are weight loss foods are, again, low calorie, low fat. So if you're following the classic low fat, low calorie diet, you're going to lose a little bit of weight in the beginning, right? 5, 6, 7 pounds, but you're going to plateau out and you're going to say, I need 25, I need 30, and it won't work because your body is not an equation. Your body is physically a metabolic revving engine that we need to feed properly. Okay, so let's release ourselves from counting calories and let's start counting the correct amounts. We discussed that you need to start tracking the grams, the physical weight of the food you eat, and how you can use your current body weight to calculate how much fat, how much protein, and how much carbohydrates. If you missed it, download the podcast when the show ends. You can go to the top of the hour and get the equation and the calculations on finding out how much food to physically eat. Okay, then we want to make sure that the food we're eating is nutrient dense. Okay, the problem with a lot of over-the-counter weight loss food products is they're high in chemicals, they're high in preservatives, they're high in genetically modified foods, which make it a mocktail, if you will, a cocktail of chemicals that can impair your immune system, causing chronic inflammation. And here's the issue, guys. This is what no one talks about in the weight loss industry. Weight loss is a hormone issue. If the cells of your body become inflamed, the hormones cannot communicate properly to the cells and you lose the fat burning switch. Okay, what happens is you need hormones to tell your body how to burn fat. We talked at the top of the hour. Adiponectin is a hormone that is made by your fat cells. It will lower your blood sugar and burn fat, but it can't do it if you're inflamed. And the low calorie, low-fat diets create inflammation because they're full of fake artificial flavorings, preservatives, and typically genetically modified foods that are high in toxic pesticides and herbicides. Sometimes these foods are even supplemented with synthetic vitamins. Okay, so you find a weight loss food product that says it has vitamin this, that, the other, but they're not real, true vitamins. They're chemically produced and or fake. And this inflammation drives up the ability for the hormones to fail. So if you want to lose weight, we need to engage your hormones. We need to stop counting calories. We need to stop working on the treadmills, right? There should be praise Jesus, hallelujah, amens going. Maybe on our Facebook feeds, we'll get some thumbs up, some likes about this, okay? The next big mistake that we make a lot of is we work on when we eat our foods inappropriately, okay? You've probably heard this idea, right? This thing. Eat a lot of small meals throughout the day so that you keep your hunger at bay and therefore you won't eat a lot of foods. Okay, this is one of the biggest weight loss mistakes that are made and actually leads to severe hormone dysregulation. If you constantly eat small meals, 6-8 meals throughout the day, you physically stimulate the greatest fat storage hormone in your body called insulin. Okay, insulin isn't just to take sugar and lower it down. Insulin tells your cells store fat for energy. And every time you put something in your mouth, you stimulate an insulin secretion. If you're eating every 2 to 3 hours, you're constantly telling your body, store fat, store fat, store fat, even if you're doing low fat, low calorie. Do you guys see how it works? In the last 20 years, there's been an explosion of research, okay, and I'm going to shock you with this, that shows if you eat less often, but you eat the same amount of food, you actually lose weight. This falls in the category of intermittent fasting or just what we call fasting fitness. Okay, at the top of the hour, I said a lot of you are fit physically. You're going to the gyms, you're working out, you're spending hours and time at the gym, which is fine. You can do this if you want to build muscle. But if you want to lose fat, it's not found in the gym. It's found in your body. You have to engage the physical fitness of your metabolism. And you can't work out your metabolism in the gym. I know it's nuts. Okay, the longer you spend doing these low intensity, long duration workouts, you actually destroy your metabolism, making it harder for you to lose weight. So how do we work out our metabolism? Well, number one, we have to stop eating so often throughout the day. If you think breakfast is the most important meal, followed by a snack, then lunch, then snack, then dinner, and a dessert, that is a weak metabolism. It won't work physically. Okay, so to increase the strength of our metabolism, we have to challenge our metabolism. We have to challenge our body's ability to burn fats, proteins, and carbs. And the best way to do that is to start fasting. Now, if you are brand new to this, let's say you're the classic person, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and then a couple hours later I need a snack, and then a couple hours later I have lunch, and then because I'm tired, I'm going to eat more food, and then dinner and dessert. I want you to just try this, okay? Start picking a 12-hour block to focus on eating your food in that 12-hour window. Okay, this could be you wake up in the morning, you have breakfast at 6 a.m., you have lunch by noon, and you have dinner by 6 p.m., right? See the 12-hour block? If you keep your food consumption within a 12-hour block, the research shows you start flexing your metabolic muscles because you're not having so many insulin spikes throughout the day. But that is not having snacks, okay? It's breakfast and then wait for lunch and then dinner. Now, again, this is for beginners, okay? If you're a little more advanced, if you're a patient of mine, you're probably going, what, I can eat breakfast? No, you guys should be intermittent fasting or 1 meal a day fasting. We're really strengthening your metabolism and your immune system. To do this, you skip your breakfast, right? So this is myth, what am I on to? Number 4 or 5. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day when it comes to weight loss. You need to look at breakfast as, have you broken your fast? Did you break a fast by eating a meal? Okay, if you haven't been fasting, breakfast doesn't work in the terms of what I'm talking about, by the definition of the word. You guys understand that, right? Break fast, okay? If you're breaking your fast at 6 a.m. in the morning and you're telling me your fast was, well, I stopped eating at 10 o'clock last night, and while I slept, I didn't eat, that's not a fast, okay? A fast is going for longer durations, okay? So after a couple weeks of doing this 12-hour block, start thinning it down to 10 hours or to 8 hours or to 6 hours. This will increase the fitness of your metabolism, and it helps you to notice, number one, you become less hungry. Why? You're fixing the ghrelin hormones. Ghrelin is stimulated anytime you put something in your stomach. Ghrelin makes you hungry and it causes you to store fat. If we stop putting food in our stomach for an intermittent fasting window, ghrelin levels start to come down and your hunger goes away. Okay, number two, fasting stimulates adiponectin release from the cells that you have in your body that are storing fat. And that hormone tells the body, hey, burn this for energy, which will ultimately lower your blood sugar and help you to stop having insulin spikes, which tells you to store fat. Okay, intermittent fasting is also a way to promote not only metabolic flexibility, but it can help you to lower your blood sugars, lower your blood pressures, stabilize your hormones, help to metabolize cholesterol. There's so many benefits to this. Okay, if you're more advanced, watch this. You can skip both breakfast and lunch and have your dinner be within about a 2 to 3 hour window before you go to sleep, so you keep yourself eating a healthy amount of foods only once per day. Now, here's another mistake a lot of people make, thinking that there's nothing wrong with eating foods 2 hours before they go to bed. So if you typically go to bed around 10:30, 11 o'clock, you got to watch out for that 8:30 p.m. hour. If you eat anything within a 2 hour window between you're going to bed, you've wrecked your hormones. You're telling your body, I don't want you to burn fat while I sleep. You're physically saying store fat. Okay, so we have to watch out for the timing that we eat our foods. Okay, another aspect that a lot of people are doing, thinking that going out to eat for lunch and getting a healthy salad or going to get something as a quick snack bite for lunch can wreck your ability to burn fat. Often restaurant-based foods, especially even healthy salads, are loaded with weight loss crushing sauces, dressings, and other side dishes that tend to sabotage your fat burning process. It is best if you follow the guides, make your lunches in advance, and bring them with you so you stay on track. And again, if you want a whole plan designed for you, Turn on Your Fat Burning Switch ebook is yours today free. Text the phrase weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and even desserts laid out for 4 weeks. Shopping guides, meal plans, and the recipes all available for you. And you get access to the masterclass that I'm doing on August 19th, 30 pounds in 30 days. Take a moment and text the word weight loss with your name and email and send it over, and you've got it. Okay, so watch this. Another huge mistake is that you're not getting to the real gut issue. And what I mean by that is not just that you have fat around your gut and you're going, I want to lose this, but is looking at what's going on inside your digestive system, specifically when we talk about your microbiome. There is oodles of research suggesting that if you have a healthy gut, meaning it's not leaking and you have the correct amounts of bacteria in your intestines, you will innately lose weight. Your body will burn fat by itself. In fact, they've done studies where they've taken mice that are obese, genetically programmed, listen to this, genetically programmed to be overweight, and then they take mice that are thin and they take the bacteria from the intestines of the thin mice, they transplant it into the obese mice that are, again, genetically programmed to be obese, and they start losing weight. Now, here's where it gets even crazier. They took the bacteria from the genetically programmed obese mice from their digestive system and put it in the thin mice. And I think you know where I'm going with this. The thin mice became obese. So what the research is now showing is the type of bacteria you have in your intestines determine if you're burning fat or not. And here's what's crazy again. Let's go back to this concept of caloric intake. If I eat 100 calories of sauerkraut versus 100 calories of cookies and cakes, I might be okay with my caloric intake for the day, but the sauerkraut is loaded with enzymes and bacteria and nutrients that nourish the digestive system, help to balance the bacteria, and it makes you more effective with weight loss. Watch this. Several bacteria in your stomach, if they're healthy, they can extract energy from your food. Okay, so if you have the wrong kinds of bacteria, the food you eat, the bacteria eat the nutrients, making you nutrient depleted, and therefore you gain weight. Studies have shown that taking the bacteria, again, from thin mice and putting it into obese mice makes the obese mice thin, which means that we could be creating an inflammatory process with the incorrect types of bacteria. What we do know is that when your gut is inflamed and leaking, you become nutrient deficient, you start to leak toxins and bacteria into your bloodstream, and your body reacts by taking fat and placing it around your digestive system. This is why so many people tend to say, I can't seem to lose what's around my gut. I want a six-pack set of abs, but I've been doing the diets and the gyms and the caloric workouts and nothing's happening. We need to pay attention to your microbiome instead. Okay, so this is where we start focusing on intermittent fasting, using gut-supportive foods, coconut oils, avocado oils, bone broths, clean proteins, and then re-inoculating your colon with healthy living probiotics that comes from the foods you eat. Here's another mistake a lot of people make when it comes to losing weight. They mistake the sensation of their hunger for the need to eat food. You've probably heard this, but dehydration is more common in individuals that are overweight than those that are underweight. And the number one signal of being dehydrated is this sense of a rumbling stomach, lightheadedness, dizziness, etc., that you will confuse for, oh, my blood sugars are low, I must eat something. Okay? There was a study that found out if you were to drink at least a gallon of water per day, you stimulate your fat burning more than 25 times than if you're doing just the classic half your body weight in ounces. Okay, so I know a lot of you are thinking like, oh, I drink 8 to 10 cups of water per day, I'm good. Okay, it depends on how much you weigh. All right, so if you're looking at somebody like the average American, right? So we're just throwing out random numbers, okay? If I'm 5'9" and I'm a male and I'm drinking 60 ounces or 80 ounces of water, that might be enough to hit your numbers, but here's a challenge. That will keep you at your current hydration rate. If you're already dehydrated, you sometimes have to double or triple the number to bring your hydration levels back up. So there's this concept again, right? It's this 1 gallon a day challenge. It helps to flush out your digestive system. It helps to flush your kidneys. It helps to rehydrate your cells. It washes out the inflammation, and it physically fills your stomach with the liquid that makes it actually say, I'm full. So I know it's strange, but the first time you get the sensation of saying, I'm hungry, drink more water. They've shown it will enhance the ability for you to lose weight. So we've talked about the fact that counting calories is out. Okay, you can't just look at a calorie and say, because I'm low calorie, I'm losing weight. It's about the quality of the foods you're consuming. Did you know that most people who are overweight are severely nutrient deficient? We've actually done studies on this. I've taken patients that have said to me, I'm struggling to lose weight. I've done everything right. We run profiles on vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. And what we find out is they're overfed with, I'll call it food, but they're undernourished. They're running out of essential minerals, vitamins, nutrients. So when we switch their diet to match what their body needs, rather than counting calories and looking at how much they work out, simply feeding your body what you're deficient in will cause you to lose weight. Why? Because it elevates your immune response, it elevates your health. And remember, your weight is inversely directed to your health. If you're unhealthy, you're going to struggle with weight loss. If you're healthy, you're going to naturally lose weight. So all we need to do is focus on your health, and then your weight becomes something of the past. Okay, number 2, it's about hormones more than it is about how much you work out. We are a chemical messaging factory, okay? A hormone can tell your body to burn fat or to store fat. And a lot of you, unfortunately, are stuck in a fat storage hormonal state. So if you've got fat storage hormones floating around your body, I don't care how long you spend on the treadmills. I don't care how much restriction you do your diet. You could become a raw vegan who eats nothing but salads for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you will not lose weight. So how do we engage the fat-burning hormones? We start working out our metabolism rather than our body. We start engaging with intermittent fasting. We start counting the amount of food we eat in grams rather than the calories. We turn on the fat burning switch. And I've seen literally patients do 14, 15, 20, even 30 pounds in a matter of weeks, which is why I would recommend take a moment right now, whip out your phone, open up your text app, type in the phrase weight loss, and send that to 704-906-2094. The ebook on turning on your fat burning switch is yours for free. 4 weeks of meal plans, recipes, shopping lists, and guides, all done for you. And you get access to the masterclass I'm hosting on Saturday, August 19th, where I'm going to take you through how to heal, how to get better from the inside so your weight loss becomes the side effect. Hey, thanks for tuning in today and for listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. I look forward to chatting with each of you every week. If you have a health question, we have a health answer. Visit AskDrErnst.com. Use the contact tab. Send us what you'd like to know, and we'll build a show just for you. Thanks for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys. Until next week, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.